what's going on YouTube? Heretic speaking. That's the baller on screen. I know a bunch of you guys have been asking for me to have him come back on the show. So he's going to show us his Pyroar Seismitoad deck that he took second and fourth place with, or third. Oh, nice. Second and third place at 2 of the 3 Indianapolis City Marathon tournaments, the Friday and Sunday events. And was it Jason who gave your deck its name, or?
Yeah, he called it
Dion Command.
Dion Command, yes.
Yeah, a little bit of a pun there. That's a great name.
Got to see the new Pyroar's ability at work, really.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look at it.
Alright. Well, going into the tournament, I was fearing a lot of Donphan, as everyone should. It's pretty popular, and I needed to figure out how to beat it. I didn't really know what I wanted to play going into the marathon. So I just went with Pyroar. I didn't really get a lot of sleep going into the event. It was a 3-hour drive. So I just kind of said, we'll just play this and test out the meta. So we started out with 4 Litleo, obviously. 70 hit points is obviously better than 60. And then we went with the 3-1 split. The Intimidating Main and then the new Pyroar. This guy was pretty cool. I was reading some articles from Ray Cipoletti and Jay Horning. They both had 2 different ideas on how they preferred their Pyroar builds. Jay actually ran a card that I'll be showing you later to help out the Donphan matchup. He thought it was let it to be a little bit equal to 50-50. And Ray actually ran this one, which I had never tested yet. It's got the Flare Command ability. You discard a fire energy attached to it, and it's an instant Lysander, which is pretty good, and it turned out to be probably the best card in my deck throughout the entire weekend. Got 2 Seismitoad here. Played 3 on day 1. I didn't think I needed it as much. Probably might want to go back up to it. Got Quaking Punch, obviously, one of the most dominant attacks in the game. Deafening, locking all items. We've got 2 Kyurem from the Outrage, from Noble Victories here. Pretty much the main card that I wanted against Donphan. I didn't know how good it was going to be. It turned out to be really instrumental in that matchup. He's got the Outrage attack for 20. Once it gets hit for almost any amount of damage, really, in the Donphan matchup, you're able to just use Pyroar's Flare Command ability and like slice into Pyroar back up, and Donphan, sorry, and kill it. With a Muscle Band, you're hitting the Fanfies for 1-shots, and then as soon as they hit you even 1 time with the spinning turn attack, you're usually just Lysander anything up, just keep on knocking out Donphans. The Haluchas can't touch you, the Outragers can't really touch you. Pretty much no other attackers in that deck can really touch you, and it ended up working pretty well for me. I didn't drop a game all that weekend against Donphan decks. Wobbuffet was an issue. In the beginning, for the most part, everybody was only playing 1. You just pretty much Lysander into VS Seeker out of that. There's just so many catcher options in the deck, you just get around it pretty well. Got 1 Mewtwo, this nice little backup attacker who can finish up knockouts, and you work with Lysander and Flare Command to take out early Trebushes and potential Garbodors and stuff. Jirachi EX, one of my favorite cards ever, just getting a supporter. I mean, obviously it gives up 2 prizes. A lot of people hate that. I hate it too, but I think the pros far outweigh the cons, so I usually always play Jirachi whenever I can. That's pretty much all my Pokemon. Go with the trainers and stuff. Supporters, we got 4 N, Standard, 4 Juniper, 3 Lysander. Again, like my main focus was Donphan. Spinning the turn is one of the most annoying attacks I've ever seen, and being able to Lysander up those Donphans and any other Pokemon really in one of your more positive matchups, like a Metal deck, try to kill EXs as opposed to non-EXs, or the Genesect in the Virgin matchup rather than take out the Virgin. It's just really good. 2 Blacksmith. I think that's the perfect number for this kind of deck. I mean, all of your supporters are pretty selective. Unfortunately, you have a lot of extra stuff that you have to go through. Jirachi was really good in that respect, being able to get whatever support I really needed for any situation. And we've got a 1-1 split with the Koras and Shauna. I kind of wish I had played 2 Shauna instead of the 1-1 split. I don't really like Shauna overall. You don't really have a lot of Pokemon in most of your matchups, so Colress was pretty weak. The only time Colress was really good was when you got it in the discard and you could potentially VS Seeker for a really good Colress to hit some cards that you really needed in the matchup. Otherwise, 2 Shauna I thought was probably be okay. You're always going to get 5 cards. And Pyroar is a deck that really isn't card dependent too much. You just try to outplay your opponent as best you can, or just lock him out the traditional Pyroar way. Then we've got 2 training stadium right here, training center. Didn't play this on day 1. Actually, one of the reasons I lost to my pal Justin Young in the finals on day 1 against his Seismitoad Yveltal Hammers deck. The Verbank was just too strong against me, and I didn't have any counter stadiums against him to kind of offset that damage. If I could have kept a Pyroar, even one Pyroar alive, I think I probably could have pulled that matchup out. I ended up playing this on day 3, as per suggestion from Steve here, to help out with the Manectric matchup, and just to have a counter stadium in general. Overall, I don't think it's good enough for the Manectric matchup. I think it's just bad anyway if they get the Mega out, so I'll probably consider taking these guys out, but you can try it if you want, whatever you want to do. 4 Ultra Ball, just super standard, discarding bad cards for matchups, discarding Fire Energies for Blacksmith, and just having pretty much 4 extra outs to supporters via Jirachi, which is just nuts. 2 Switch, and 2 Floatstone. A lot of people thought this was kind of weird. I personally really liked it. Might have wanted to go with a 3-1 split here, but one of the things I like to do was, with the popularity of Quaking Punch, was being able to Floatstone my Seismitoad against a Seismitoad mirror match. So I can eventually just get my Seismitoad out and end up just kind of knocking out their Seismitoad with either a Mewtwo or a Pyroar or something like that. The Floatstone was really, really huge, just having it on any one of my guys, pretty much taking out any kind of Lysander stall plays that my opponents ever had. 2 VS Seeker, one of the newer cards that everybody knows about now. It's pretty busted in my opinion. Again, just getting any of these supporters that I really wanted. Got a Bicycle and a Professor's Letter, just an extra draw card. I had 2 in there before, I ended up cutting down for 1, just helping to get some draw. Professor Letter obviously gets you more energies, combos well with the Ultra Ball, getting stuff out for Blacksmith and whatnot. And then another card I added in for day 3 was the Sacred Ash, another inclusion potentially that Steve recommended for me. I ended up working out pretty well in the Manectric matchup. These 2 cards together with the Trading Center really help out there. You kind of get the recycle 3/3, try to get your Pyroars back and just try to hopefully overwhelm the Mega Manectric player and just kind of win that way. They don't have any other Pokemon that can touch you, so you just give them like 5-6 Pyroars and see if they beat you that way. I don't know if it's foolproof. Like I said, this might be worth it to just take all these guys out and put more consistency cards for your other matchups. 3 Muscle Band, pretty standard, just too good. Adding damage to my guys here and helping get Pyroar's 2-shot ability a little bit better, hitting for 80 with the Scorching Fang as opposed to 60, and then you can just use the discard claws for the next attack. And then helping Seismitoad reach 100 damage via weakness, or just 50 with the Quaking Punch to kind of help my modifiers a little bit. A spec of choice was Computer Search, because it's Computer Search pretty much. That's pretty much all my training support in stadiums, and then just a pretty simple 4 DCE and 8 Fire Energies here. This was pretty much good all day. I mean, more energy is always welcome. I don't think I would go less than 8. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much the list. I had a lot of fun with it. If there's a lot of Donphan in your area, I would definitely probably consider playing something like this. I don't like Donphan at all. It's really annoying. I kind of wish I played it this past weekend. This deck, there was a lot of Donphan out there. I ended up playing 3 and lost all 3 of them because I didn't really have the right stuff to match up with them. Most Donphan lists are now playing 2 Wobbuffet, which is kind of annoying, so I would definitely stick with the 3 Lysander, and maybe even 3 VS Seeker for that matchup to kind of help with your Kyurem, which is so huge in the Donphan matchup. That's pretty much it. Do you have any questions
I think that's pretty much about it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate we're out here to having me on to do a deck profile. It's always nice having your stuff out there for people to look at.
Yep. I appreciate you coming and showing this deck for everyone to see.
All right. Thanks, guys.
I'll see you guys later. Cheers.